Now, Ilya Molchanov set all the standards in the first session today, the preliminary round. The 18-year-old junior championship silver, like an upgrade. Worked well to keep his shape, the strength. At 18, he's a mature athlete. Into the tuck. And look at him work to get a good entry position.
On this angle, he looked very straight indeed on that entry.
A little bit of an extra weight there, but what a cracking start from Molchanov.
For Herzog of Germany with his final dive.
Nice entry.
He really does take his time at the end of that springboard. I think this time it's paid off.
7-8. Total score for this dive, 66.65. Ladies and gentlemen,
Good way to finish. 66.65 for the big German.
He's very happy with that.
Now we get down to the two Russians, starting with Nikita Schlechter. Sixth after you count the first compulsory dives that are carried over.
Looked like he went slightly over the centre line there. Tiny bit of over rotation for the athlete in second position going into this. Don't forget, only sixth after the basic dives. 65.1.
He's had a good day.
Ruslan Cristofori, he's been struggling for these youngsters. Well, he put everything into it for that final and 15th dive of the day. Can you believe that? 15 dives under this tough competition environment.
7 total score for this dive, 62. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Ruslan Cristofori.
A total of 62. Best score he's got, and a nice way to finish. Next up, Jonathan Sukau of Switzerland, ranked 5th after 6 dives, but just one that we have seen this evening.
There will be mistakes in this competition. We've seen that. Consistency is going to get you on the podium rather than a couple of blinding dives. Nearly nice. Looked as though it was going to be good. Just not sure about how he completed his movement.
From that angle, he looked very tight in his tuck.
7, 7, 7, 5.5, 6.5, 6.5, 6.
62. There's a 5.5 in there, so that's where the concerns came in. James Heatley has pulled himself up into the bronze medal position. He's got a big inward 2.5 somersault, 3.1 degree of difficulty dive, and if he can nail this one, he will be on the podium.
And is that enough? He managed to perform under the pressure. He would have known the position that he was in going into that final dive. Final dive of 15 that they have completed today.
Well, grandfather Sapita, the famous Scottish diver, sees his grandson come up with 60.45. An up and down day for a diver, you could say. Current ranking 8th. What's he got for us here with his inward 2.5 somersault tucked, 3.1.
was the highest level of difficulty dive he's entered into this final, one which he would hope to use to gain maximum points. The more difficult the dive, the higher the number the judges' scores are multiplied by.
6, 7, 5.5, 6.5, 7. Total score for this dive.
Just want to see him
68.90.
reflect what he can really do, but learning consistency.
Andreas Larsen for Denmark up next, creeping up through the rankings. He started down in 10th, he's now up to 6th position. Can he continue to move in that direction? See the slow motion, the advantage that we have, the coaches don't. You can see his body was twisted, it wasn't completely straight going in.
6.5, 6, 6, 6. Total score for this dive, 57.35.
57.35, a little bit of a drop from his last. Andrea Casoli,
15 years of age. Ends up with a 3.1 tariff inward 2.5 somersault. Start the final two strongly. We've done his best to rally towards the end.
5.5, 6, 6. Total score for this dive, 52.70. A round of applause for Andrea Casoli.
52.70. Juraj Melser, currently the bottom of the table, but we've still got 4 dives for each of these athletes, so he won't be worrying just yet.
That really didn't go to plan at all. Couldn't get himself into a good entry position through those rotations, and then just kept on going and gave the water a bit of a smack on his entry there.
5.5. Total score for this dive, 44.95.
44.95.